Now, guys, unlike using an attorney, which is a law in South Carolina, you don't always have to use a real estate agent to purchase or sell a home, that's for sure. But they certainly are a very valuable resource, give you lots of great information that you may not even know about. But it turns out there are some things legally they can't actually tell you when you're looking at a house. Jeanette Womble, eXp Realty, joins us this morning. First of all, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So what's the deal? What's the deal? Why are there some things that you can't tell me if I want to buy a house?
Well, first of all, the information can always change. So there are three things that a lot of people ask us when they're looking to buy a home. And very often it's related to schools, it's related to crime, and it's related to, you know, registered sex offenders and that type of information.
Well, let's break it down a little bit. So schools. So, I mean, obviously schools are way big and the value of your home. If you're in a good school district, it's going to be worth more than the same house in a not so good one.
That seems to be the trend. So the districts that have the better ratings tend to have the better property values. Lots of people will call and say, well, I want to buy a house in a great school district. Well, the districts can change, you know, every year, especially as the population grows. So a realtor is not going to be able to tell you, well, this is in a good district or this one is not. Also, back in the day, there were agents accused of steering, and steering goes against the realtor rules.
But I guess if I'm a real estate agent or I'm a home buyer, I would want my agent to steer me where I want to go if there's a certain neighborhood I would like to rather be in than another one.
Exactly. And so the good thing to do is to look at the South Carolina State Report Card websites. Those websites will provide you with report card information about the local schools, and then you can go on to the schools' websites themselves. There are GIS locators, and you can type in the address of the property that you're considering purchasing, and it will provide you with the schools that it's districted to.
We're going to put links at abccolumbia.com, by the way, for these. What about crime stats? I mean, again, I want to know if the area I'm looking at is prone to crime of some sort.
And you are like a lot of other people, so...
Let me move to a place where I'm not going to get mugged.
Well, LexisNexis is a great website that people can go to. You can drill right down to a street. It'll tell you if there's auto theft, if there's been any kind of domestic disputes, break-ins, things like that. Again, the realtor is not going to be able to comment on that because that can change every single day. But you definitely want to go to those trusted crime websites and put your address in. And I even put mine in this week, and I was surprised to see that there really wasn't that much around me. I figured there might be a little bit, you know, but there wasn't, so I was happy. Right,
and of course that goes back to the registered sex offender. That's on that, going to be the LexisNexis search too, correct?
It is, and there's also, in the contracts we have, there's a clause about Megan's Law, which, you know, was put out to help us be more aware of sex offenders in South Carolina. So you can also Google Megan's Law, and you can see, you know, where they might be located too. All
right, it's three things that she can't tell you, but she can tell you where to get the information. And so can we. It's going to be at abccolumbia.com. Jeanette Womble, eXp Realty, is always having you on. It's fantastic. Great information there, guys. Buy smart. It is the American dream. Stay close. We're coming back.